Hey everybody, Mark Myra here for Pure Wellness, and Pure Wellness is turning 1 and they're throwing a massive anniversary bash. And as a locally owned and operated business, they couldn't have made it this far without you guys. Join them at 360 West Ridge Road on Saturday, July 25th from 2 until 6 p.m. to celebrate an entire year of community and good vibes. They're bringing together your absolute favorite industry brand reps, amazing local partners, and a ton of exclusive surprises you won't want to miss. That's Saturday, July 25th from 2 until 6 p.m. at 360 West Ridge Road. This event is 21 plus, ID required for purchase and attendance of event. For persons 21 and older, keep away from children and pets. If cannabis is accidentally consumed, contact the Poison Center.
The Interlude Podcast is brought to you by Legacy Games. Legacy Games is located in the Webster Town Center, a.k.a. the Dick's Target Plaza, a.k.a. the Target Dick's Plaza if you're nasty. They're your one-stop shop for everything fun you can do on top of a table. Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, new and used video games, board games, Warhammer, Gundam kits, Legos. Also, if you're one of those people that like to go outside, they have disc golf stuff. Legacy Games is always hosting daily events, so if you got an old deck lying around at your house, dust it off. Come on out. Get beat up by a teenager. Feel like crap. One of my favorite parts of Legacy Games, they got private gaming rooms. You can rent them out for next-gen console couch co-ops. You can grab one of their private D&D tabletop rooms. And I've been told that their main D&D room has a $10,000 custom table. And if that's true, I'll be doing a D&D campaign there soon where I'm pretending to be a giant orc carrying that table out to my car. So whether you're trading old games, looking to get some new cards, trying to get into a tournament, or you want to run a new campaign, go check out Legacy Games at 1028 Ridge Road. Or check them out online, legacygamestore.com.
Mark and Shane on the Interlude Pod.
Hey everybody, Mark Myra and Shane Allen here. Welcome to the Interlude Podcast. Shane, hello.
Hi, Mark.
The Interlude Podcast where Shane and I talk about all the biggest and dumbest Rochester news stories of the week. Coming up this weekend on Saturday, it's Pure Wellness is having their 1-year anniversary, Shane.
Oh.
Have you fucking assholes skipped through the commercials in the beginning? Now you're hearing it again. All right. What do you think of that? And if you go to interludeblog.com, you can win a $50 golden ticket and I think it's only for that day only. You have to go on Saturday to use it. So we're going to be giving that away and probably in the next couple days. So you should enter in to win that.
I think I should go and just get back into weed. Fuck it. I mean, this would probably, I won't never do the podcast again because I'm really bad at the weed. But maybe Pure Wellness can find me a strain of weed that won't make me criminally insane.
Well, I asked around because, I've had similar experiences that you're talking about. And my brother gave me, and my brother's like an expert weed person.
Connoisseur.
Connoisseur. Yeah. And he gave me a bunch of like suggestions, and so are some of Lily's friends. So they gave me a bunch of suggestions of what to pick up from Pure Wellness. Anyway, Shane, thanks to everybody that came out to Roast Battle Tournament of Champions and the comedy festival, huh?
Yeah, it had a great turnout. We weren't nervous about it at all. We totally thought that this thing was going to be packed the whole time.
Yeah.
Hey, congrats to Ricky Reno for being our new Tournament of Champion.
Yeah.
Crushed it.
He got some money, right?
Got some money, yeah. I got a note from one of the comics.
About us?
Or wasn't on the comic wasn't on the show, but a comic that was there. This was their note. You guys shouldn't do stuff. They basically were like, we like the roasting part, we hate you, Mark and Shane.
Yeah. I could see that.
I was like, damn, this is like right after the show was done. Immediately came up to me and gave me this note. And I was like, I didn't even get to enjoy this having done this show for even a second now. Just thank you. But Mark and I will continue to do shit
Sure.
at our own shows.
Yeah.
And we didn't do that bad. I don't know. All right.
Not a fan. Hey,
I guess not.
so that's what Mark Ippolito said?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Ippolito was like, don't
It
do
was
it.
actually Brother Weeze. Yeah.
Stop doing things.
Hot off the Brother Weeze reunion.
Well, that's at least they have the autism to just come out and say it. You know what I mean? A nicer person would have been like, you guys looked like you're having fun up there.
Yeah.
You guys are really doing it up there. And they were just like, shut up. Stop. We want to hear the comics.
It's like I was there too, man. Like I was on stage, I was fairly present, and I know people were laughing at Mark and I. It wasn't dead silence and everybody left the building. I don't know. But yeah, no, it was a fun show. They always do great. I mean, I feel terrible. I wish I had more money to pay all the comics to do the show, and it's really I wouldn't do it if I was in their shoes. If somebody was like, "Hey, do you want to write like 100 jokes and probably only do 4 of them
Mm-hmm.
and be humiliated at the same time?" No, that sounds crazy, but these people do it, and yeah, they wrote some great jokes.
You've never been in the position where you've done a roast battle, right?
Always a host, never the most.
Yeah, I've done one of your roast battles.
Yeah.
It's the worst. It's the worst experience, and I had it even worse than these freaking Gen Z comics nowadays because Shane used to make you eat a spicy chicken wing for whatever reason. I don't even know what the reason was. We would just have like a really spicy chicken wing, and it would get spicier and spicier as you went in through the round. I don't know. I'm assuming it was a hot one. Like Hot Ones was big.
Yeah, it's just the other guy used to do this with like the hot ones, and he's like, we gotta do this.
Yeah. So it was even worse. Like I'd go home a loser that had just written 70 jokes for people that nobody knows. And then I also was having like a chemical burn in my mouth.
Yeah, it was horrific. I remember one year there was a championship round, right? This was the finals, and we couldn't do it because one of the comics was convulsing in the green room, just shaking violently. Like they were so sick.
Mhm.
And I was still like, so you can't get up into the jokes then? And they were puking into a garbage can. I was like, all right, so no, then we'll just give it to somebody else.
We're not doing the jokes, I guess.
Wild.
Patreon.com/interlude podcast is $4 a month. You get more podcasts, you get longer versions of this podcast. You get what else do you get? You get it earlier, right? Yeah, we let's just get into some Rochester news, right?
Let's just do it.
Oh wait, I want to do a Rochester news piece that has to slightly do with me. At least I was getting text about it. So I guess like the old radio station that I worked for, Rock 95.1 is going to be carrying the Buffalo Bills.
Oh dang, they kicked you out and fucking brought in Josh Allen, dude.
They went from so the Bills went from CMF as the radio broadcast or whatever to Rock 95.1. And I'm not kidding. From people in the radio industry, like local Western New York radio industry, they're like, so that's why they got rid of you guys, so that they could pay for the rights to the Buffalo Bills broadcast. And like these are people in the industry. And I texted them, I was like, that's not why they got rid of me and a few other people. Radio doesn't exist anymore. What are you talking about? This is like there's no like scheming anymore. There's no like, oh, we're gonna get rid of this person so we can get this person for these ratings. That's not what radio is anymore. Okay, guys, you obviously don't listen.
If you're telling me to get the Buffalo Bills broadcast, it's Mark's salary. Guess what? The Buffalo Bills are coming to the Interloop podcast.
Yeah,
I'll fucking pay for it. Are you kidding me?
Like, I just love that. It's like you're in the industry. You know, you're here.
Yeah, to clear out those salaries to bring in that. Are you insane?
Yeah, you nuts? Like, radio it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist anymore.
But they're not flipping formats again, right? It's not a sports station, so they're just going to be doing Dad Rock or whatever the fuck they do, and then Bills.
I think so. I honestly, for real, don't know
That's
because
wild.
I'm
Yeah,
like
well, you don't.
everybody else
You are
now.
fired. Yeah.
I do not know.
Yeah.
So that's going on. But Shane, fuck this smoke. Just fuck this smoke. I thought we were done with Canada bringing the smoke over the border. I I don't. Do you listen to it? Do you like there's people in my life. My sister legit was texting us when the smoke was heavy coming over the Canadian border from the wildfires, saying that she was thinking of going to Maine for a couple of days to get away from the smoke. Should I be worried about this? I do
Dude,
not give a shit.
there is a there's a big difference between men's and women's social feeds. Women's social feeds are nothing but scaring the absolute shit out of them about everything. They're My wife is, I think we talked about it last week, terrified of this diarrhea thing. Won't shut up about the diarrhea thing. Honestly, I want to give her diarrhea, so she'll just shut the fuck up about it. Be like, it's just a little diarrhea. But also, yeah, the same thing with the wildfire smoke. It's like, she's the one that was quoting all the stuff about like if you just go outside for even a second, it's like smoking an entire pack of cigs. And I'm like, cigs are back
Good.
then, baby. Let's fucking smoke. What are we talking about? I'll smoke inside right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, it's just like a fucking insane week in Rochester. Insane weather week. We had the Canadian wildfire smoke.
Mhm.
Then we had, things are getting better. Air's starting to clear out. Severe storms right afterwards. The torrential downpours, severe thunderstorms. We went from things being canceled because of like you can't breathe to if you are outside you'll just drown. We are going through a biblical events on a weird week in July. I with the Canadian thing, I was like, I knew it was serious when the zoo closed. And I was just like, oh man, yeah, that's got to be really tough to put all those N95 masks on a rhino. You got to patch all those little fuckers together, and it's got to be so
Yeah.
tough. Got to look real cute on a penguin, though.
Dude, when about the ladies' social media feeds, and I'm not saying it was nothing. I've assumed from what I saw in Canandaigua, like sort of a tornado touched down in that place.
Oh
Because
yeah, dude. Yeah, that was another one that just went through and just destroyed Victor, Honolulu Falls.
because
Yeah.
I went through Canandaigua after the storm, because I went to CMAC for a concert, um, but like I don't know. Yeah, I guess I was looking at my phone on what was it, Saturday? And I'm like, yeah, oh, it's gonna rain a little windy. Lily was like petrified. She was, we had Eric Snidel on our TV on a live stream from his Facebook feed breaking down the storm for us. We went into our basement because her phone started doing like a weird vibrating, like meh,
Oh yeah.
like Amber Alert vibrating.
Yeah, yeah.
So we went into the basement and we hunkered down for like 30 minutes. And I feel like if I was single and just alone in my house, all of this would have happened and I would have barely clocked it. I would have been like, oh, rain, huh? Oh, we're raining, huh?
I had a DJ Saturday night, and yeah, as I was setting it all up, I was getting those Amber Alerts. I was like, damn, they are really getting a lot of kids today because I couldn't get to my phone.
Hmm.
And then I got to, I was like, oh, flooding. And then I was like, oh, yeah, I just drove through the city. And what the city does, fun fact about the city of Rochester, if there's like flooding on the horizon, they just take the manhole covers off of the city streets, like in the middle of the road, but then they don't mark that they've done that. Because I definitely almost went down in like the abandoned subway by accident, just fucking.
They're gonna Looney Tune somebody where they fall down, their hat is still whoop.
It's like not even a cone or something. Like you had the guy that could lift the manhole covers, but you couldn't think of like let's send the guy with the cones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we had like 6 inches of rain, and then the next day, um, my like I kind of have a bigger backyard. We from the Buy Nothing group in Churchville, we got a like a double Adirondack chair that's pretty big. So I called my brother-in-law who we play softball with, Shane, and I said, "Hey, can you help me? He's got a pickup truck." I'm like, can we grab this real quick and then do me a favor?" So I met him up like where the place was. It was like 2 minutes from my house. I loaded up the Adirondack chair, and then we were in separate cars. He sped off towards my house. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna go. And I get to my house and I don't see him in my driveway, Shane.
Mm.
What did my brother-in-law do? Pulled his pickup truck into my backyard and proceeded to get stuck and then rev his wheels and rip up the entire backyard trying to get out of there. A tow truck driver had to come, Shane. Hey, guess what's hard to get out of? A backyard that just sucked in 6 inches of rain the day before.
God damn.
Over my goddamn. I have a septic system, Shane. So I was like, oh, I don't know if it can handle a truck on it. But here we are.
To be fair though, a West Sider's backyard should have a pickup truck stuck in it.
Like sunk into it.
Yeah,
Like,
you
kinda
shouldn't have
just-
good grass. You need to have a big old pile of mud.
I begged him. I begged him to keep it in there. I was like, I don't feel like I belong. You know?
Gotta leave it.
All right. What else? What else is happening in Rochester, Shane? What's going on?
Oh yeah, but by the way, just with the weather is going to continue. By the time you're listening to this podcast, you may have already drowned. There's another big storm coming in, lots of rain, possibly hail, another
Good.
tornado warning. I was just gonna say, I think that this is good that this is just gonna be an annual event now in Rochester, where this Canadian wildfire smoke's gonna roll in, and it's just gonna make you feel physically ill for a few days. My eyes were burning, and my throat hurt, and I just was at work breathing it in and just wondering what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah, I can't. Here's my thing. I can't do this. I might have to just be done with the inner loop and be done with Rochester and move out because like we get fucked in the ass with the Devil's Barbed Dick, which is my favorite Charlie Daniels band song.
Yeah.
In the winter.
Yeah.
Like we're getting sodomized every fucking winter. Winter's just it's March is honestly like I can't do it. I fucking can't. I would love to blow my brains out and then have them kind of gather together at the end of March. You know what I mean? So I can come back.
It would be great if you could just kill yourself temporarily.
Yeah.
It'd
Like
really help us out.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be nice. I can't have a shitty summer. I can't also do this.
You can't. You know what I mean? Like Rochester's like a psychotic woman, right? If the sex isn't good, then what is the point? Right?
Yeah, we're losing the good sex. Thank you, Shane. Finally, somebody put it in a sexist way for me to understand.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Mark, if you've ever felt guilty about stealing from work, just go ahead and let it go.
Okay.
Release all that. Oh man, all that pent up
Guilt, shame.
guilt. That's the word. Yes. A Rochester woman goes by the name of Tammy Eccles. She's a 56-year-old. She was working at a nursing home here in Rochester. What is it called? The fucking St. John's Home. She was caught embezzling more than $150,000 from residents.
Mm,
Allegedly, I guess
yeah,
you have to say
sure,
that.
Sure.
So I guess how this scam was allegedly working was she was writing fraudulent refund checks to associates to pay off her personal debts. From what I understand from the story, she had an outstanding tab with a florist, construction contractor, and a bakery, which led to 6 figures of embezzling $150,000 is a pretty significant amount of money. How much fucking bread are you buying? So
So
you have a tab with a bakery. That's crazy. Was this a wedding that she planned and then she's paying it off with the people's money? I don't know. The St. John's Home came out with a statement saying that no residents or families were financially impacted by the situation, and they had the best practices in place, and yada yada yada. Please send your elderly family members to us, please, please, please. Things are great here, nothing to see. Um, am I wrong, Mark, to think that if you work in a retirement home, you should be allowed to do a little crime?
you should be able to steal from the people that live there. It's and I know that's not a popular statement, Shane, but I stand by it.
They're not using it.
My grandma, before she died, my grandma lives in Spain. She had kind of like a housemaid helper person for a few months before she died,
Yeah,
or kicked the bucket, Shane, as we like to say.
sure.
Um, and yeah, I think we caught her stealing from her, and I don't think my mom was just like, hey, and the wheels turn as the wheel turns, like she was just like whatever, like we you fully expect it, you know. They got sticky fingers. They got sticky fingers.
They're just kind of sitting there waiting to transition to the next realm. Just let them take them. I guess like if you're upset about this, then you should see the amount of money these old people are giving to insurance in the past, like the last few years of their life. Like you
Mhm.
work, how we've set up our country right now is you work your entire life. You retire, you don't have to work for like 5 years. Maybe you have decent health. It's not great, but it's decent. It's not
Mhm.
good enough for you to do any of the things you actually enjoy or love or whatever. But then after those 5 years, your health just goes to shit and you're just a burden on your family. And then you get sent to one of these homes and then they just take all of the money you ever had. All of it is just gone. And it just goes to, I don't fucking know. I guess this lady's bakery friends.
Mhm.
But mostly to these fucking insurance companies are just absolutely killing these old people.
Yeah, I don't know what you got, but when my let's see, my American grandma died, I got $500. Like this lady lived, or both my grandparents, they lived a whole ass life, and at the end it was like, here's less than what you need for a PlayStation 5. You know, their life was worth a PlayStation 5 at the end of the day for all their grandkids. And then
We were,
my other
sorry, go
grandma
ahead.
was like 5 grand. But that's it. That's it. That's your life.
Yeah. We were just talking about how like we shouldn't be allowed to, have bad weather in Rochester and we have to have good summers. We shouldn't have any senior facilities in Rochester. That's not nice.
Oh, to make them die here?
To have to live out the remainder of your life here shouldn't be allowed. You need
Dude,
to go somewhere nice.
it's never going to happen. I'm going to be here for the rest of my life.
We should just make
But
Arizona just that's it. Like
yes.
everybody else is like young, you have to leave. You shouldn't be in the desert. That's fucking crazy. We just ship all of the olds there.
Well, that's what I think about. Like, just looking at old people and how their bodies are. It's like, yeah, they need the heat. You don't want wetness near them. They
Yeah, they
need the
become bearded
heat.
dragons at some point.
Yeah, just I want to see them on a rock with their mouth open. You know, just that's why they always have their mouths open. That's how they cool down. It
Yeah.
it goes through their mouth out like a gill behind their ears, and it's just refreshing air throughout their body. Put them on a rock in the deserts of Arizona. 100%.
It should be like a federal law that if you are considering putting your family member into a home in Rochester, New York, like that's a criminal offense.
Yeah, what would if your grandparents were around when you were able to realize what they were doing. What were your grandparents like? What was their day-to-day life?
I mean, I still have grandparents.
Oh
I
shit.
have a grandpa,
Uh-huh.
and he's like out farming and shit still. He's had like a heart attack, and he left the hospital and just went and got a hot dog. He's just old as hell, and he just kind of he they had him in like a race car. He does like race car shit. It's There was just a news story about a 105-year-old guy that
Mhm.
just went and did like a tandem skydive. That's probably gonna be my grandpa. He just is like doing weird shit, still working. But yeah, no, my grandparents, I do. My dad told me at some point to just stop seeing my grandfather, his dad, and he's like, I don't want you to remember him at all like how he is right now. He's like an asshole, and I don't want you to think of him like this. So just stop, And anytime I would see him, like just he'd be like, please don't remember my dad like this, because we'd go out to dinner with him, and he would just like spit food at people.
Wait, stop taking him out to dinner.
Oh, we really loved
Love
the
to see it.
Ponderosa.
We love to see
Yeah.
it.
He loved his Jello. Yeah, no, the quality of life is not good.
Yeah, my grandpa's quality of life was he would go to the OTB, and then my grandma would go to bingo. They were like actively trying to make sure none of their grandkids got any of their money. Just like
Well, yeah,
betting
go
on.
to any of the casinos nearby. That's all it is. Elderly people just like fuck it.
All right, let's do one more quick one. We're gonna go to the Patreon side of the episode. Oh, I want to find. This has to be on the this side of the episode where everybody can hear it. I'm hearing rumors of new carts at Wegmans. I haven't seen any new carts. People hate them. Apparently, people hate them. There's like a basket on the bottom. Like do you have you seen the new carts?
New carts, who dis?
Yeah, have you seen the new carts? Because there's no new carts at the Charlie Paul Wegmans, Shane.
I have not seen any new carts. I mean, I've seen the smart carts over at the whatever the Pittsford one.
Is that what people are talking about? Maybe
I don't know. Those have been around for a little bit.
people are saying that they hate these new cart. I'm looking at the smart carts.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what people are talking about. Let's see. I'm just typing in new carts Wegmans. Let's see what pops up that people are hating. Yeah, it must be the smart cart that some this is just like a Rochester Reddit post. All we have in Charlie Paul is just the normal cart, the traditional shopping cart, and then we have the one where it's like us two small baskets that are like tiered in front of you, for single people.
I think that they're all just at the uppity Wegmans right now. So like Parrington and Pittsford.
Okay, so it's
And I
smart
think
cart.
that they've got like AI shit.
Well, I know the app currently has AI stuff, so I could see the app being integrated into the smart cart in some
Yeah.
way. But yeah, like I just type tacos now, and Wegmans throws on $60 worth of ingredients that it thinks I need to make a taco, and it's like I literally just need to crush up some hamburger and shove it in a tortilla. We're not doing it. I don't need pico de gallo. You know what? I don't need a $9 pico de gallo with habanero and mango in it. You know what I mean?
I like that Wegmans did the scan and go app thing,
Oh yeah.
and then they just got rid of that because everybody was just using it to steal.
Yeah. Her name was Lily Myra. She told me because she used to use it all the time where you'd go scan your own shit, and she would just tell me, she's like, you get one shot. You get one shot for the scanner to work. After that, I'm chucking it in the cart. It's like you're a thief. You're a
Yeah.
straight up thief. All right, we're gonna go to the Patreon side of the episode, patreon.com/interlude podcast. It's just $4 a month. Go subscribe to the podcast and helps us out. And yeah, you heard it all before. You get more versions or longer version of this podcast. All right. Bye, poor people.